it's all light outside, but it's dark at the same time. I was watching this little video earlier yesterday about Vlad Dracula. Um, they claim that Vlad Dracula believed that when there was a blue flame, that sometime during the year there would be a blue flame that would appear upon the land. Where this blue flame is, there would be treasures, buried treasures. The blue flame that was revealing the buried treasure also attracted evil spirits. So, out of morbid curiosity for, the fact that I've been in contact with evil spirits against my will a few times, however you choose to acknowledge it, as far as like maybe I was cursed, maybe I am an evil spirit, maybe there's different ways to look at it. I'm not saying I look at it in any of those forms. I just thought it was pretty awesome, like, so I'm walking by this church right here and there's a blue light. The same blue light, I've seen energies around me that are however you choose to acknowledge it. It could be like, well, maybe some people think I hallucinate against my will, even when I'm completely sober. I see things that aren't necessarily there. I know older people who have done certain processes that see aura colors. They see colors. I do as well. Mostly I see green colors around people's spoken words, around their hands, the heart chakra energy. I also see blue lights sometimes around chakra energy or different things like that. So I thought it was pretty awesome, as far as a chakra energy could be something used to heal you. And some people believe that Christ himself had knowledge of this that wasn't written about because it was destroyed by haters, whatever they are, whatever it is that would make somebody destroy something that Christ wrote, as they have done it, and they can deny it all they want, and they can cover it up, they can do pretty much whatever they want with it. That I believe Christ exists even now in different forms and different ways, and it doesn't matter how you define that. That if you really want to know something about what it was done in that time period, you can ask, and there will be many ways that you will discover the answers you're looking for. It is up to you individually to discern what is true and what is false. And it is up to you if you want to stay in the world where you have to discern everything just to make and forge your own path. This is a rare thing with most human beings, because most human beings kind of just give up. They say, well, this is too hard, I don't want to do this anymore. I get too much adversity and resistance. And I, in no way, am saying that if you go with the flow, you're weak, or if you go against the grain, you're weak. I'm not saying that. As your choice in life, as your path in life. Neither path is weak. Some would say the path of least adversity is weak. I don't necessarily agree, being that I've suffered great adversity and I wanted to take a rest for a while, The type of adversity I faced wasn't necessarily something the eyes could see. The type of adversity I faced was like intense personality changes and people that just so baffled by somebody that could be so smart and so intelligent yet make such stupid choices, as I guess some would say that's kind of the nature of the way that I am sometimes. I say the most beautiful, wonderful things and try to comfort people and make them feel wonderful, and then do some of the most idiotic, stupid things a person could do. I don't know the answer to that. I really don't. I wish that I did. The best I could do to describe it to you is that I'm not perfect. I have great things about me and I have great imperfections about me. So, and sometimes the way something is described isn't necessarily the definition that you're assuming it is. The blue flame above the treasure that could be or could not be. What if the word flame wasn't describing a fire? What if the sky itself is blue? What if the treasure is the earth? Or, what if the blue flame that you see is the energy of a chakra? As this little red dot. Doop, doop, doop. Anyway, there are many ways to define the word treasure also. Um, Vlad Dracula was one of my favorite historical figures because, believe it or not, he wasn't a fictional character. He was a historical figure in Romania. Just like I found out recently, Merlin was a historical figure. He was a Christian scholar. He was an alchemist. He was a wizard, different things. Most people think that he was a fictional character made up by writers and movie guys and stuff. It was a historical figure, and he was also a Christian. He believed in Christ. So I thought it was just amazing, because it was like, are you saying that wizards believe in Jesus? And I'm saying, yes, I am saying that. And I don't really care how you define magic or wizardry or alchemy. Every type of magic or every type of wizardry, every type of alchemy has different forms, just like anything else in life. God itself, himself, herself, has many forms. To define God as a gender-specific thing is putting God in a box. It's limiting what is limitless. So I am not debating the point, the pact, whatever. Because, I thought it was strange that like, people make a pact with a demon. I was like, I'm not saying you're ignorant, but you can make the same pact with Jesus Christ or God. You don't have to do something like that, like make a pact with something that is in its nature to betray you. It's like, I want to make a pact with a snake. In the old Buddhist proverb, as far as like, I had a friend that was a rattlesnake. One day the snake bit me, and I said, why did you bite me? I thought we were friends. And he said, you knew what I was when you found me. You knew that I was a snake, and it isn't in the nature of a snake to bite or to attack. And for a snake, it's not even hostility. Some of that has to do with people with post-traumatic stress disorders. Like, I almost consider you like a brother, and then you attacked me due to some anxiety from something that happened a long time ago. Because trauma can cause a damage that is not necessarily repairable all the time. Some people may be able to, and some people have to just make peace with having anxiety they cannot fix. So, for me, and take it however you want, but for me, I love them both the same. People that are strong enough to understand how to overcome it, or just to live with it, and people that are strong enough to learn how to just live with it. Because assuming that someone is weak because they can't overcome it is also false, because it is actually a great strength that someone can understand that they cannot overcome it and just accept it and make peace with the fact that they have traumatic stress. It is because overcoming it means that you will just, how do you say it? Overcoming it is like, I can't make it go away, And if I pray and I pray and I pray and God does not take it away, then maybe it is like Paul, the Saint Paul, who was, God, take this thorn from my side. And God said, in your weakness I am made strong. So you see, that's a beautiful blessing that seems like a curse, but in reality, it gives credit where credit is due. It gives glory to God and strengthens people's faith with a weakness. With what is considered a weakness, something that has been tarnished and left in the dark and all covered in dust and just not used anymore, has been cleaned and shined up and fixed and repaired and made beautiful again. So all things have their reason, and I don't necessarily personally have to understand every reason for everything, because if you want to know my opinion, that's excruciating. You know what I mean? Especially when it's like, I don't even have like capability of like understanding everything on the level of intelligence that some people do. Like, I'm not dumb, but I realize there are people that are way more intelligent than me out in the world, so I just kind of take it for what it is, and say, well, I have great love for people that are more intelligent than me, because this means that I can learn something new anytime I like to, And most people that are that intelligent are somewhat humble enough to be willing to teach you. Because it is sort of a contradiction of terms to say you're intelligent and then to be arrogant at the same time. To be arrogant or not try to attempt to level your ego is a symbol that you're really not really all that intelligent, because arrogance is poisonous. It's dangerous for you. It'll make you very lonely. It'll cause you to be angry. There are many different reasons why arrogance is bad. Now, the way arrogance is described or defined may be different amongst different people. So, I only wanted to say that just because wisdom itself is considered a treasure, Wisdom itself is like an unseen treasure, or a world that you cannot see with your eyes, but is just as valid as money or silver or gold. Because without wisdom, all that silver and all that gold and all that money don't mean much of anything. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to point fingers and I'm not going to say any names, but there are people out there that have a lot of money. They're just kind of shitty schmucks, just arrogant fucking pricks, And I would say that because my intention was to become somewhat wealthy, and I still have that intention in my mind and heart, because it is important right now. I don't want to change into some arrogant asshole because I have money. That's all I'm saying, And I don't want my little brother to have that problem either, because, for example, like, I just found out one of my close family members is homeless and unemployed. And this is someone that has busted their ass their whole life, Always paid their child support, always paid their bills, and he's homeless now. So my heart's sort of burdened by that, This is somebody that I wish that I could just take care of, so they wouldn't have to be homeless, So I'm going to do my best, I don't know how long it'll take, but I'm going to do my best to get him a place to stay and get him a job and everything. If he wants a job, if he don't, I'll still get him a place to stay. So anyway, that's my offering to you. Take it however you want, and I love you. Peace be with you. Goodbye.